I'll explain waiting. Waiting. Okay, Waiting on a Second Chance is another one that we went out to California with a different set of lyrics. And when we got there, Chris, because Beer wasn't with us. Chris, Rob, and Jess said, "You need to rewrite the lyrics to this song."
My voice.
And I said, "Why do I need to rewrite the lyrics? The lyrics are good." They were depressing though, and they were like, "We need more happy songs. The CD's so depressing." And I was like, "All right." And I actually was in like a pretty happy mood because I had just met like a new girl, and that song is pretty much like a song for her that I wrote. It's just about like how I went through the whole year with that one girl, and it wasn't working. The girl who the Ones That Fall Apart's about, and it wasn't working. And I thought that I was never going to be happy again. Like I thought like I was destined to just be in shitty relationship after shitty relationship. And I was like, man, this sucks. And then like I kind of like the first line is like, there was a time where I thought in my mind because the world left me behind, and that's like kind of about how I felt. Like I felt like I wasn't going to be able to find anything. I felt like love like wasn't something I was set to have. And when I started talking to this girl, I was like, wow, this girl's really great. She was like a second chance of finding happiness. So that's what that song is about. I like that song lyrically, and I
like that song. It's a good song.
It's alright. I'd say I love every single song on our record except like Yesterday and Waiting.
Oh my god.
I like those songs. I think they're good.
So you like all of the songs?
But I don't think they're as good as the rest of the record.
I think they are just fine.
Time for the best song. I know you don't.
No, you.
Yes.
Oh.
I know you know.
Playing it tonight.
Rob and I we sat down and we had this. We wrote some. Well, we had something written before we went out to California, but we weren't crazy about it. So we were like, let's not stress over it because we were already stressing about going out to California. We get to California and he's like, we'll just wait to write it when it comes to us. Just wait to write it. It'll just happen. And I'm like, all right. And then it's like, it just, I don't know. It was literally right before we recorded it. We sat down and just we had to write it. It was like, it was just, I don't know. It was I don't know.
It was the last song finished.
It was the last song finished on the CD. We were all kind of like really like.
Yeah, she did it in one take. Unreal. I had goosebumps the whole time she was singing it. I was like, it's just one of those songs. It's pure magic. Like, you know, it's magic caught on tape. Like, it really is. When she did it, I was just like.
Wait, did you have the intention to like record a song just you? Or
Yeah. Well, the way it came about was Rob came up with the chorus or whatever, and he sang us the chorus, and we were like, wow, that's really good. And he was like, yeah, I have a vision for it to just be like really stripped down and just Jessica. And I was like, okay, cool. That could be really cool depending on how you do it.
Yeah.
Because I thought Violets and Trees was an epic fail. Like, I hated that song.
I hate it. And that's what I didn't want it to be like.
I didn't want it to be like Violets and Trees. And then Rob played the chorus, and I was like, wow, this is really good. And we had a whole bunch of songs. We had like 22 songs written. And Rob was like, no, this song needs to be on the record. There needs to be a spot for it. And I was like, Rob, it's not even finished. Like, we need to put a song that's finished. And he was like, no, we'll finish it. We'll get it done. I was like, Rob, please. I was like, we're cutting off songs that are good for a song that might not even turn out good. And he was like, no, trust me, it'll turn out good. So we were like, all right, I'm trusting you, Rob. And then I remember like the day before we went in, I was like, have you finished it yet? He was like, no. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, they were going to record it the next day. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, well, the guitar's all written. All we need is the verse because we had the chorus. So him and Jess locked themselves. They locked themselves in this little like room. We called it. What was it? It was like
my bed, but it was in the corner. And we were like, like, what are we gonna do? Like,
and then I hadn't even heard it. I hadn't even heard the verses or anything until she went in and sang it. And I was like,
it was pretty nerve-wracking.
And I was so happy that we put it on the record. I was like, I get chills like thinking about it just because like
I just wish I could do it over again.
When she did it, like, it was unreal. And even Jim was like, dude, fucking great. That was fucking great. And she was like, should I sing it again? She was like, no, fuck no, it's perfect.
Just like that.
Oh my god.
I wish I could.
She killed it. It was insane. Like,
I think you guys know the song.
Jessica's an unbelievable singer. And it was like doing like all the vocals on the CD, like when we recorded it, how Jim would do it is we would sing each song like 3 times through, just like complete without any stops. And then usually he would have enough to the point where he could take the best parts from each take, and then we'd be done. So it didn't take really long to record any of the songs. But she went in and she sang that in one take, and it was completely perfect. Like, so perfect that he was like, I don't even want her to do it again. And we were just like, so good. So that song means a lot to me because it brings back like vivid memories. And I can even remember like when that little Indian dude played the trumpet and stuff. He was so, we hired this guy to do all the trumpet stuff. All the trombone on the record is done by Rob because he does trombone, but he can't play trumpet. So we had to hire a guy to play trumpet. Rob wrote the part on piano, but the guy played it, and I just remember sitting there and listening to it like, damn, this is like a song I could show my grandpa, and he'd be like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I like that song. Bring Me Home.
Bring Me Home was the first, Bring Me Home was the first song we wrote after The World As We Know It.
Yeah. So
I think that's why it kind of has like a feel like Reverie. Like it kind of feels like Reverie. I love that song a lot. Abir wrote 2 songs on the CD. He wrote Cobwebs and Cables and he wrote Bring Me Home. But I mean, I know what it's about. It's about the same girl that Reverie's about. And it's kind of like about like being in the city because Abir loves the city, as you can tell. And it's about like, that's what he considers home, I guess, even though he's from here. That's like where they used to spend the majority of their time together was in the city, so that's like what that song is about. I can just remember when we wrote it, we were in our friend Goot's studio, like recording the demo or whatever, and we're like a last minute band. We save everything till the last minute, and we always like work out vocals until the day that we're about to go in to record something. And we worked out all the vocals at Chris's house in the morning, and then we went to Goot's to record it. And I remember I had just broken up with Shine, the girl Shine's about.
With Shine, her name.
I had just broken up with Shine, and it was like the most depressing point in my entire life. And I remember hearing the lyrics, and I was like, fuck my life, these lyrics are good. And those are like some of my favorite lyrics on the CD. And yeah, I love that song. I still love that song. It was the first song we wrote, and I can still say that I love that song. It's a very good song.
Yeah.